Last time y'all saw me, I was finna go into my senior season. I had an amazing junior year, sophomore year, and it was looking real good for me and my team. But man, when I tell y'all, so much stuff done happened since then. But man, I'm just gonna get to the point. Well, as y'all can see, I'm not on my high school team anymore. Look, I'm just gonna say I ain't get to play in my senior season because of a whole series of events that ended up happening that, got me kicked off the team. And let's just say, I'm a hypocrite. Because, I was telling my brother not to get in the gang life, not to, do none of that stuff, not to hang with guns and nothing like that. But I'm in this current situation because of those things. Exactly. Now, if you remember, I was saying a lot of things about, people from my own neighborhood hating on me because of, what I was doing and stuff like that. And to be honest, I feel like I didn't take care of that situation like I should have. To make a long story short, I was caught with a gun. And yeah, I always told my brother not to be, with any of that. But I really felt like I needed some type of protection because the hate was getting crazy. And just knowing that not everybody makes it out of where I'm from, there's going to be those type of people that make sure I don't make it out. And while I could have handled that situation completely different, I'm in the situation I am now. Because after getting caught, and having to sit for my whole senior year. I got kicked off the team, and not only that, but all my scholarships were taken away. And that's why I'm here at JUCO. A guy who was once the number one running back in the country is now playing at a JUCO, in hopes that some school will, see my talent again like they did before and offer me another scholarship. Maybe, hopefully. It gotta happen, right? But for now, since I'm here, might as well introduce y'all to this roster. Now, the quarterback, Joe Bowers, he's a field general quarterback. You feel me? He's not the greatest. He kind of reminds me of my high school quarterback a little bit. I'm not going to lie. His accuracy is a little bit better, though. You feel me? He can put the ball where he needs to at times, but just hopefully it's not the same situation as it was in high school because I can't have that again. But now for our receiver one, Kalen Rounds. He's the guy that I feel like should be able to produce. If you saw in high school, we ended up getting a guy who was from my old school and we thought he was going to do good and he did not do good. So I'm just hoping that this time we got another star guy on this team that can really produce other than me. Because, sometimes it gets tiring being the only guy that can do anything on the team, the only person that you get the ball to that's going to, move the rock. Look, I'm going to be honest. The receiver one was all y'all needed to see other than the quarterback and me because the other people on this team, the rest of the team, they're not that good. So we'll see how the season goes, though. Now, if you're wondering how my family feels about this whole situation that happened with me with the gun and all that stuff, just know they're very sad. You know what I'm saying? And they were real proud of me when I was able to ball out in high school and stuff like that. But just for me to, throw all that away just from one dumb thing, they taught me better than that. And literally, if I was able to just get to college, I would have been able to get an NIL deal, all this stuff. We would have been good. But now I got to work my way back up here at JUCO. And in my first game, I'm already getting my first touchdown. And hey, man, I still feel like I got that speed I had in high school. Let's go. Now look, even though I did not get to play in my senior year, that don't mean I wasn't putting in work. I still was doing everything I could do to make sure I stayed in tip-top shape, make sure I was getting better because I knew eventually I'll still be able to get an opportunity to play football, and JUCO ended up being that opportunity. I ended up gaining a whole lot of weight. I gained 12 pounds. That's not a lot of weight, but hey, I put on a good amount of muscle so, so I can move people out the way when I need to. To be honest, that kind of brought my speed down a little bit, my agility down, my chin direction down, but I still feel real good. You know what I'm saying? Over time, I'm going to build my speed back up because I'm going to be used to my new body. You feel me? And I'm going to be good. And to be honest, in this game so far, in just the first half, I'm already having a real good game. Way better than people thought I would. But the quarterback just ruined one of the drives that we really needed in this game. We could have had at least a field goal on that drive, but now we're down 14-7 to start off the second half. And it's not looking good for us because after that sack, it's 3rd and 17, and we had to run verticals. And look, again, nothing, just no blocking on that play. Now look, I ain't gonna lie. In my mind, I'm feeling like it's gonna be kind of like how high school was. Our old line isn't amazing. They're really not good, to be honest with you. And it's just looking like I'm going to have to be that guy. And to be honest, I don't mind being that guy. And especially if coach is going to continue to give me the ball, he believes that I can still be how I was in high school. And that's what I'm doing right now. Almost every time I touch the ball in this game, I'm picking up a good amount of yards. But as soon as we let the quarterback try to make a play, try to make him do something, he does a dumb, just stupid decision, throws an interception again while we're about to put some points on the board. Now, in terms of our defense, I mean, they're locking up. They're locking in right now. You know what I'm saying? We're still down by 7 points, but now it's 4th and 4, and we got to pick this up. That means we need him to make a play, and look at what he does. Throws that ball down the field to, I don't even know who he is, but hey, that's a great play. And unfortunately, this time they were actually able to get 3 points on their drive. And yeah, it's not looking like we're finna get anything. 4th and 10, and we have to go for a Hail Mary on this play. He has to be able to get that ball down the field and look at who gets open. Look, I don't know what he was looking at, but bro, Keelan Rounds was wide open. I mean, destroyed his man. That would have been the game-winning touchdown, but instead, we lose this game by 3 points because our quarterback couldn't see the wide open man. That's crazy. And this dude, Joe Bowers, then came out here and put up a stinker. I mean, you got to do better than that, especially throughout this season. Like, we're going to need you. But look, though, in my return to football went crazy. 14 rushes, 141 yards, a touchdown. You feel me? Keelan did go crazy. I mean, he had a good game, but guess what? It could have been better if bro would have just seen him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really return that much in this game, but I'm looking to do that more throughout the season. We're going to see. Now, look, if you're wondering like what happened with me and the YouTuber, yeah, that actually ended up ending because of, you know, my whole situation. You know, he didn't want to be involved in stuff like that. And I understand, you know, I don't want to tarnish his reputation. So, you know, the good thing is, though, because of our relationship that we once had, he can, you know, take that and start other series with a whole lot of other football players. That's not me, you know? So even though we're done, you know, it's cool because I'm going to find my way back to where I once was through this JUCO stuff eventually. And I mean, so far, I mean, just through one game, it's already looking like I'm going crazy. It looks like I'm already the best running back here in JUCO. And the thing is, I'm not the only one saying it. After one game, the media, look, most people wouldn't be looking at JUCO, you know, because it's JUCO. Who really cares about JUCO? But when the number one running back, the person who once was the number one running back in the nation joins the JUCO team because of all this controversy that ends up happening, you know they finna lock in and tap in and, you know, watch me play. Because you already know the hype for me has never really died down. I mean, it started to, you know, go down a little bit, but it never fully died down. So I'm still in the media a little bit. And while I got this shine right now, I got to make sure that I'm taking advantage of all these opportunities that I'm still able to get somehow. And even if my team is doing bad, even if my quarterback can't stop throwing interceptions, as long as when I get the ball, I do good things with it, we're going to be good. Because as you know, JUCO is the place that you go to, like just all the athletes that just trying to make it out of there. Nobody wants to stay in JUCO. So win or lose, as long as you put on the show, as long as you ball out and other colleges see that and want to offer you a scholarship, that's all that matters at the end of the day. So I really don't care if we win or lose. I just want to ball out. I just want to get my stats up. I want to make sure everybody sees that I'm still that guy. I still am the number one running back in the country. Big mistake that I ended up making in the past is all behind me. Now I'm moving forward and I got to keep on grinding. I still got to get my family out of Compton and it's going to end up happening. Just wait for it. But for now, I got to worry about balling out on these JUCO dudes. And right now we're down 9-13 with a minute and a half left. And this dude Jordan threw that thing through the seams. I mean, that was a great pass. He was wide open, but look, he actually did this time. He actually made the right play to get us the lead. Just gotta hope the defense stops him. And they didn't. They actually end up getting 3 points, so now we're in OT. They scored off their first drive, and now I'm getting this catch out the backfield. Nasty spin, juke to that, back to the outside, into the end zone, and we tie this thing up. I ain't trying to lose. And now it's our turn to try to score first. It's 2nd and 7. I'm trying to pick up this first down. I end up getting tackled, making it 3rd and 3. And on this play, coach decided to put the ball in Joe's hands, and it's great blocking. But nobody was open, so he decided to throw it to the back of the end zone, kick the field goal, give the defense a chance to stop them, and they did just that. They ended up doing 2-point conversion first and could not do it. And an easy toss to me to win the game. Now look, I did say I do not care about winning here in JUCO, but that don't mean I like losing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't try and lose this game right here. You know what I'm saying? Look, we win by 2 points. We did our thing, and of course, I get player of the game. I went crazy once again. And this time, Joe actually threw more touchdowns than he threw picks. I guess that's going to be how we win games. You see me 17 for 139, no touchdown rushing, but I did get a receiving touchdown. You feel me? Led the team in receiving yards and everything. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That boy Keelan was also there too. He did his thing too. We're now in the third game of the season, and we're actually playing in our first home game. So, you know, we got to go crazy in it. I don't think y'all understand how funny it was just seeing the media like talk about me coming to JUCO, just thinking that I was going to fall off or whatever. Like, they were saying that coming in the JUCO, I probably won't be able to be like how I was in high school. And just for me to be able to come out here and just ball out just like how I was in high school, still maintaining most of the speed I had and the agility and stuff like that. I'm just bigger than I was before. Like, it just feels good to just know I'm letting everybody know that I'm still that guy. But not only am I letting the media know that I'm still that guy, the scouts too, the college scouts that's out here just watching all these JUCO players, just trying to, you know, find a needle in a haystack or whatever, just try to find that hidden gem. So as long as I keep on balling out the way I am, I mean, with the averages that I'm having right now, there's no way I don't get picked up by some school. Now it's about a minute left here in the first half. It's a tied game, and Joe then finally got wide open, burnt his man, scored his touchdown. Now we did allow them to have a minute left to try to do something, but hey man, that's a good play. And now with just less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter, it's a tie game once again. On 2nd and 7, running this stretch to the left side. I tried to juke somebody and they just ran right past me. I mean, I don't know if he was scared of me or whatever, but hey, that's another big play. And with less than a minute left, we ran the ball here in the red zone and I'm diving in for that touchdown. This is a real close quarters game. I mean, every time we score, they score too. So it's a tie game, and they done finally got some pushback on defense after getting that sack on 3rd and 16 now. Our quarterback tried to scramble out to the left side. He realized he wasn't fast enough, so he just threw the ball out of bounds. And that one stop that they got on us ended up getting them the opportunity to take the lead, and they did just that. And then you already know Joe went back to his ways and threw an interception, which ended up securing our loss in our first home game of the season. And so we lose by a touchdown. Man, he really needs to, you know, have some better decision making, because it ain't cool. Like, I don't know how he gonna do, and if he even gets an offer or whatever. But you know me, did my thing as I always do, rushing wise and receiving wise. I'm not looking like how I was in high school, but maybe I get back to it. We're gonna see. Now look, my expectations coming into JUCO, I mean, I really didn't have any expectations, to be honest with you. I just expected myself to, you know, come out here and ball out, which is exactly what I'm doing. I didn't really think about if we was gonna win or lose games. I mean, yeah, me being who I am, I just, you know, I did kind of think we was gonna win games because of me, but right now it's not looking like my contributions is really doing anything, because as long as Joe is throwing interceptions like he keeps on doing, I don't see us being positive this season. But if coach realizes to, you know, just keep the ball out of Joe's hands, and look at what happens when I have the ball. I mean, look at me. I am gone. Ain't nobody catching me. A huge run, and I almost ran out of gas, but luckily I got there just in time. Touchdown. And our defense then got us right back here in the red zone, running the play action. And he has a wide open guy. He had actually 2 open people. Luckily, he got it to them. 1st and goal. Now here at the 3-yard line. I'm trying to find my way in. I just barely don't get there. We're at the 2, and now we're at the 1. 3rd and goal, diving in for the touchdown. Another one. Now we're actually having a very good first half. We're up 14-3, and there's no time left on the clock. But I mean, just look at this huge run. I did get caught, but hey man, that's good for my stat sheet. As y'all can see, I got 10 rushes for 141 yards in the first half. That's crazy. And now made our way back into the red zone here in the second half, and on 1st and 10, a stretch play to the left side, and I'm in the end zone untouched. But guess what? It's coming back, holding on the field. That's crazy. And that right there is one of the most annoying things that could happen when you just having that good of a game right now and end up getting stopped on this play. It's now 3rd and 8, and we got to rely on Joe to do something here. And he actually did, to the sideline, touchdown. Okay. Now, I really didn't talk about that much because I kind of don't care, but I know y'all realize that I actually got number 3 on. I don't know why it took me so long to say this, but you know, Keelan got my number, and I did ask for it at first, but he tried to make me pay for it, and I ain't got money. So can't do that. Like, bro, this is not the NFL, my guy. I'm not paying for no number, so I had to just roll with number 3, which is cool. I kind of like this number now. But right now, we're looking good. We up 24-10 with only a minute left in this game, so there's no way that they can come back in. With this touchdown, it's definitely over with, so it's looking like we're finna be neutral. And we actually end up dominating in this game, winning 31-10 in our 4th game of the season. Let's get it. And you already know, another crazy game from number 3. And it's kind of seeming like high school. Like I said, Joe kind of reminds me of my high school quarterback. As long as he's not really the guy that's, making the plays on offense, then we're going to be good. So we just got to make sure that I'm the offense and we're going to be able to win games. But we're going to see what happens. And I say that because unlike high school, like JUCO is where you go when you done lost opportunities or whatever, and you really trying to make people see you. Like, you're really trying to be recognized. And yeah, you try to be recognized in high school, but like in JUCO, every single person is fighting for every single chance they could possibly get at trying to get on a good college football team. Because of that, everybody wants opportunities to shine. Everybody wants the opportunity to let these scouts know that they can really ball and, have good production for their college. And just imagine if you're in a situation where you're like a wide receiver or a tight end and your quarterback really can't make plays. So the ball always goes to the running back, which is me. Like me in my situation, I'm good because my O-line is blocking for me. I mean, I'm making great plays. I mean, it's really hard to tackle a guy who's this agile and this fast. But at the same time, it comes to a point where I start feeling a little bit bad for the other guys on this team, the other players on offense, because they are like fully reliant on if Joe can produce for them to be able to produce. And it's just not looking like it. It's just looking like every time Joe get the ball, he throws an interception just like he did on that last drive. And especially for a guy like Keelan Rounds, I mean, he's a real good talent. Coming out of high school, he was a 4-star recruit, but situations got him in JUCO, and now he's here on the team with a very bad quarterback, and we don't really score unless I get the ball like I do here. So it's like, what is he supposed to do? He gonna have to transfer JUCOs most likely, I ain't gonna lie. And I mean, I can tell after every single game, I mean, like, if Rounds doesn't have a good game, then he's gonna express that in the locker room. Especially if we lose that game too, you gonna hear him. Me being the guy that do win, lose, or draw, whatever, I'm still having great games. Like, I'm just sitting there just listening and just looking at the receivers and looking at the quarterbacks. Like, I don't know how y'all are gonna do it with this quarterback, but hey, it ain't my problem, to be honest. And when you really think about it, having a great running back like me is supposed to take a whole lot of pressure off the quarterback. So it's supposed to make the rest of the team play way better. But it's not looking like my contributions is doing stuff. Like I said, the only thing that's happening is me putting up good stats and the quarterback still playing like trash. But hey, ain't got nothing to do with me. But then when I start remembering what Keelan Rounds ended up telling me, when I first met him, how he ended up here and stuff like that, and what his goals is with this football stuff, I mean, it kind of reminds me of me. Like, he grew up in a place that not a lot of people make it out of, and he's just trying to make it. And after hearing what he's going through and stuff like that, like, I could see why he's this frustrated. Shoot, I would be too. But we did end up coming out of this game with a dub, man. Another dominant victory, winning this game 31-14, and another game where, of course, I win player of the game. Of course, I mean, I'm gonna ball out every single game. It don't matter if we win, lose, or draw. Like I said, I'm gonna do my thing. I mean, just look what I'm talking about. We won that game by that much, and our quarterback had 120 yards, and me 150, 21 attempts, 4 rushing touchdowns. I'm going to ball out, and I end up being the leading receiver on the team, which isn't the other receiver's fault. It's the fact that the quarterback, if he ain't going to me, he don't know what to do. I'm be honest, I'm a little bit like scared of like what could happen in college, just because the fact that y'all know what happens to me every school I go to, like my high school, this JUCO school. Both my quarterbacks are kind of the same way. I mean, they remind me of each other. They're both not good decision makers, and if the ball ain't coming to me, then they don't know what to do with it. It's kind of crazy, but I don't want this to be the rest of my career. Because I mean, like right now, for now, I can deal with it, especially when the talent, I mean, isn't the best, because I'm not at a D1 school or nothing. So I'm able to do what I can do. And maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I still will be able to, no matter what quarterback I get. I mean, at the end of the day, look at what Joe's doing. You can't get worse than this. You just can't. But anyways, that interception really didn't mean anything because they end up getting stopped again. We're up 7-0 right now, and I end up trying to fight for that first down. End up falling 1 yard short. I thought we was gonna run. We actually got them with this play action, and it was a flag on the field. And this dude done took that to the crib. I don't know how he did it, but even with the flag, he still scored. And of course, we're going to decline it. Now, they done finally put some points on the board. 14-6, 3rd and 4. And he throws another interception. And I got to be the guy to make the tackle. I didn't make the tackle, but I did hit the guy to, slow him down a little bit. It's now the second half, and we actually still got the lead. And not only that, we got the ball to start the second half, which is great. We're only at 1 point though, so we still can't make no dumb decisions, Joe. But that's a good pass to pick up the first down. And now moving this ball down the field, 2nd and 8, running the ball, and I'm stiff arming him into the ground, then trucking somebody fighting forward, picking up that first down. I bet you ain't think I could do something like that. Probably not in high school, but here I done got bigger, like I said, and I'm just walking into the end zone for that touchdown. And these dudes is actually keeping up with us right now. It's the 4th quarter now. This is where we got to make our money at, 1st and 10. And look at the moves I'm putting on these dudes, and I'm gone. As soon as I get that full lane, it's over. Touchdown. Another one. Man, this is just another one of those games for me. Look, they didn't score this time. So, I mean, with the time looking like it is, we might as well just burn this clock. But if the touchdown is there, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to take it. 1st and goal. Got an outside run to the left side. Spinning to the inside. I'm trying to get the end zone, but I couldn't get there. Just fell a little bit short. 2nd and goal. And I'm diving in for another touchdown. And oh man, look, thanks to the defense and thanks to me putting up these points that I'm putting up right now, we win this game 34-19. Another very good victory on the back of me, of course. And look at that game. Like, this is crazy what I'm doing out here. And it's actually crazy. Like, I'm not doing exactly what I did in high school. I mean, I feel like here in JUCO, I've been more of a just pure runner, because receiving wise, I'm not really doing as much as I used to do. And return wise, I haven't really been returning kicks at all. Like, look. Not really returning kicks. I just been a pure runner here in JUCO. So it is what it is. Now look, we're heading into the 7th game of the season, and I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't already getting scholarship offers. I'm not getting scholarship offers from like the bigger schools and like the bigger conferences, but I'm still getting offers, and that's really, at the end of the day, all that matters. It is the smaller schools, but hey, look, I got to build my way up. I still got a good amount of games left this season to really prove myself. And just through the games that I had, I mean, I'm kind of confused. I'm a little bit surprised that I don't have the bigger schools trying to offer me, because the way I'm looking is crazy. But maybe eventually some schools will come forward and, just disregard what happened in the past with the gun and stuff like that. Because I'm a better man now. I done learned from my mistake, and I'm ready to ball out and, only focus on football, because that's the only thing that matters right now. And to be honest, I would rather a school that's closer to my hometown, so I don't have to, leave the state and leave my family before I get them out of Compton. I want to stay in California, maybe even stay in LA if that's possible. But if not, it's going to be fine. I'm just going to, find my way and keep doing what I'm doing. Because especially doing that the way I did, I can't be a chooser. Beggars cannot be choosers. But now in this game, we're up 7-0 with 30 seconds left. Look, Keelan Rounds killed his man, and Joe actually got it to him for the touchdown to extend our lead. And now here in the 3rd quarter, we're up 14-0. And the defense that we got right now, them boys is really locking up. And man, just look at the speed I just put on display on this play. There's no way I should have been able to get around like that and pick up that first down. I should have got tackled for at least 15 yards. But we ended up getting stopped anyways. And on 3rd and 8, he took a sack running backwards. 4th and 22. And I mean, that was good defense by them that time. But hey, they still weren't able to do anything with the ball on offense. And now look at me. I am going. Look, there's a guy over there with a pretty good angle on me. But I still almost found a way to get in. Unfortunately, I stepped out of bounds. But hey, I'm still getting my touchdown though. Here on 1st and goal, and I'm diving in for that touchdown. I deserve that one. And man, once again, another blowout victory for us. Like, we're looking crazy. We're looking really good right now. And the funniest thing about it is, like, our quarterback isn't having good games. Like, it's been only me. Like, this is a game on the good side of Joe Bowers. 11 for 15, 124 yards, but it's just, I I don't know. It just feels like if I don't have a good game, then guess what? We're going to get blown out. I mean, at least Keelan ended up having a good game this time, so it's good for him. And now through 7 games of the season, we're 5-2. And we got to make sure we keep winning so we can get to that championship game. And I mean, as much as I don't care about winning, I don't want to lose. And that means getting to the championship game and winning it. And stats-wise, like Joe just not having a good year at all. And because of that, look at the receiving. Look at it. That's terrible. But as for rushing yards and stuff like that, I'm actually second in yards and touchdowns. But if you look at the amount of carries that this dude above me has compared to me, hey, I'm averaging way more than him. So technically, I'm having a better season. Man, I might have to start returning a little bit more. I returned a little bit, but I haven't really been getting as much as I want out of it. So maybe I do that a little bit more. And look, but you got a couple games left this season. And in this final stretch, I mean, with the way I've been playing so far, I just got to keep on doing this and, just keep this up. And I'm going to be good. I'm going to start getting even more scholarships. Now, look, I know this school says Army, but just act like it's another JUCO school. Now, in the 8th game of the season, on our first play, running the inside run, and I'm bouncing to the outside. I try to juke this dude out, but hey, I ain't gonna lie, he had a pretty good breakdown tackle. And it's something I'm starting to realize here at JUCO that really didn't happen in high school. I mean, every person I went against really didn't have good tackling at all. I mean, it was pretty easy, but here in JUCO, it's a lot harder. I gotta try a lot harder to make people miss. And even though I'm super fast, there's a lot of other fast people here in JUCO. I mean, I'm still probably the fastest player in JUCO, but it ain't nothing like how I was in high school. And that's really kind of surprising me, the fact that I'm really doing what I'm doing right now. Because I'm really dominating this like it's high school still. Now, they done went down the field too and scored a touchdown as well, but they did not make the extra point. And they left us with a good, 2 minutes left in this first half to try to get something. And we finna get that. We got a minute and a half left on 2nd and 2. And I don't know why this dude Joe done threw an interception when we was on a real good drive. And now I gotta, hustle my way down there to make sure he don't pick six it. And now they're already in field goal range, basically. And because of that, instead of us about to have the advantage, score before half and everything, they scored before half, and now we're playing from behind when we shouldn't be in this situation at all. I mean, I don't understand why he threw that pass anyways, but anyways, it's 3rd and 7, and we're locked up once again. Now, luckily, our defense did come in the clutch, so on 4th and 1, they had to punt that ball, and somehow I turned this play into something that nobody else could. A touchdown, using my speed, and I got full head of steam. Ain't nobody catching me, and I'm tying this game up. I'm the game changer, game breaker, everything, whatever you want to say. And after that punt return I just got, you already know coach gonna tell me to come out here and do another punt. Now, I didn't get as much as I did last time, but I still did put us in a good predicament. I mean, that's not what I wanted, but it is what it is. And so at this point, with it being a tie game, we really can't turn the ball over. So we don't need Joe doing nothing stupid. I done picked up a huge gain off of this run, and we're looking good up until this moment on 3rd and 7. He ended up getting a good little pass in, but it's 4th and 2 now, and we ended up settling for the field goal. And we missed it. Crazy. But I mean, we did end up getting another stop on them, and Joe actually cooked up a pretty nice dot to get us back into field goal range. And now on 1st and goal, I just got to run the ball and try to get us even closer. And I do just that, picking up this first down, getting out of bounds. And with 10 seconds left, we was able to get the game-winning field goal. And luckily this time he actually made it. And also thanks to Joe for picking up that clutch first down that we most definitely needed. But again, of course, I get player of the game. And man, I'm honestly getting tired of seeing his stat sheet every single game. It's just so trash. But we trying to get through. You feel me? We're having a good season so far, but I just feel bad for our receivers. Like, how they gonna get recognition from other colleges if their quarterback can't get them the ball? But like I said, I'm going to get back into that return game most likely, and y'all see what I did. It's the 9th game of the season, and this is actually a game that most of my teammates was not ready for, because I'm gonna be honest. The school that we playing against, as y'all can see, they're undefeated. And they're a school that, somehow they ended up having a whole lot of talent that knows that they're going to end up getting scholarship offers and stuff like that. So, they're just so much better than everybody else. And look, they got the talent to show for it. So, right now, I'm not surprised at what's happening. We're down 17-0. And that really happened fast. I mean, it happened really fast. We can't move the ball right now. Me running the ball is doing something, but really at the end of the day, it's not really doing much, because if I'm not running the ball, then we really can't do nothing. and we weren't able to do anything like through the entire game. It's the fourth quarter now with 5 minutes left. I'm trying to do everything I can, but look at the score. There's nothing I can do. We're down 38-0. Like, this is actually insane. It don't matter what I try to do. Nothing was moving. Nothing was happening. We lost this game 38-3. There was honestly no point in showing most of this game because it was just straight domination, blowout. And yeah, you're not supposed to go into a game feeling like that, but just look at the game Joe had. And look, I still had a pretty good game. I didn't get the touchdown, but I still averaged 7 yards per carry. And look at the receiving. Couldn't do anything. Even return-wise, I couldn't do much. Like, that was just one of those games that you just brush off because that team was actually crazy. They're undefeated too, so that's the reason. But now that we finally got out of that game, we can finally get back to playing against teams that we know we can, have a chance against. I mean, yeah, we could have had a chance against the last team, but look, yeah, they did that to every school that they done played against so far, so it really wasn't too, surprising that happened to us. But one thing I will say is that game kind of brought our team's morale down. Right now, we're down 7-0, and for me, my morale always stays up. In high school, I done had a couple moments, but right now, I'm all over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mental state is good. Like, I know where I'm going. I know how it's going, and I'm going to keep on having my good games, no matter what's happening. Now, right now, we're having a pretty good drive. We just need Joe to not do anything dumb. Found the guy on the end route wide open, picking up a big gain, almost getting into the end zone, just falling short at the 2-yard lines. Could have been a touchdown for rounds, but unfortunately, it's going to me. Touchdown. And after defense got to stop on 1st and 10, I'm bouncing it to the outside and just look at that blazing speed. There's a guy over there who might be able to catch me, but he's not able to as I dive in and somehow still reach for that touchdown. Now, they done actually made their way back to getting the lead. It's 17-14 now here in the third quarter. Now, on 2nd and 3, I'm actually motioning out to the outside into the slot, which I normally don't do. And if Joe just would have seen me, I was wide open. And this could have been such a huge play. But unfortunately, he didn't see me. Now, luckily, though, on the next play, he found the receiver wide open down the field who burnt his man. And we still ended up getting a touchdown that I probably would have got myself. But hey, man, it's just looking like one of those games where it's going back and forth and whoever gets to the next stop is going to win. And man, look at the agility to change the direction to pick up this huge touchdown. Hey, man, I'm just that guy. But man, it's like we can't stop each other. We got 30 seconds left now. We're down 4 points. We have to score a touchdown in this drive or this game is over with. Picking up this big first down with 20 seconds left, calling a timeout. At this point, look, we can't have Joe doing anything dumb. We need him to throw dots, and he actually ended up dotting up the seams on this play to get us even closer. And on 1st and 10, ran a play action. Unfortunately, got sacked behind the line. We had to use another timeout so that time don't run out. 3rd and 19, and he didn't want to take a hit, so he just threw the ball out of bounds to give us one last opportunity. On 4th and 19, he has no choice but to put this in the end zone, and it was swatted away. Unfortunately, we lose this game. It was a back-to-back. It was a brawl, and we just couldn't come out on top. Just couldn't keep up. Funny enough, this is like one of the most yards he done passed for. And for me, I almost had 200 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. Like, I did my thing, you feel me? And receiving wise, as y'all can see, things happen as always. But return wise, like I said, I'm getting back into it. I'm getting my yards up on the return game. And now look, we got 2 games left this season. And I'm be honest, there's no way we're going to get to the championship game. We done already lost way too many games, so these are our last 2 games. And with that means that this is our last 2 opportunities this season to really show that we deserve a scholarship offer. Now, for me, y'all seen how I've been doing this season. Y'all see how much I've been balling out, and I done got a lot of scholarships. Now, I definitely don't have as much as I did in high school, but some of the schools that I wanted to go to have definitely offered me another scholarship, so I'm definitely very grateful for that. And I also have a pretty good grasp for what school I want to go to. Like, I just gotta make sure I keep my behavior and stay good, stay on this good track so that they don't take my scholarship again. Cause yeah, I need this, and this is literally my last opportunity to get to a D1 school. But right now in our second to last game, we're getting locked up. We're down 14-0, got locked up again. And luckily they didn't score, so we're still in this game. And with about a minute left in the first half, we got to find a way to put some points on the board. Now 2nd and 10, I'm deciding to stay back and block, but I just didn't step up. That is my fault. I should have stepped up and blocked for my quarterback, but on the next play, threw a dot, and that boy took that thing for 6. Now they did end up getting 3 points before the second half, so we might have gave them a little bit too much time, but luckily for us, we do start off with the ball in the second half. But like, again, their defense has just been all over our offense this game, and we really haven't found a opening, you know. So we're down 24-7 now, and he tried to pick up this huge gain to me, but it ended up going to somebody else. Luckily he was right behind me to catch that ball to put us in a good position to continue this drive. Now we are down 24-7, but we can't go out like we really got whooped for real. We got to at least put some more points on the board, and that's what we're trying to do here. 2nd and 6, run to the inside, I'm bouncing it to the outside, and I'm trying to fight for this touchdown, and I don't get in, but I promise you I'm going to the 1 yard line, another run to the inside, I'm diving in for my touchdown. It's another game lost for us, but man, look, we got 1 game left on the season. We at least got to try to win this one, you feel me? And bro actually almost threw for 200 yards in this game. So like, you know, it's just the fact that I guess the other team might have just been that much better than us. Like, I couldn't even get 100 yards rushing, but I did get over 100 yards receiving, so it made up for that. But now in the final game of the season, this is the last game where we get to really show our talents, and I done got all the scholarships I want. So, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it's just to put up some more stats and really show that I'm the best running back. Even though that other guy did have more rushing yards than me, more rushing touchdowns than me, and going into game 7, y'all know and y'all seen the stats, I average more. So it's just the fact that he's getting the ball more than I am, and it's probably because his defense is getting the ball back to their offense more than our defense can for us. But I mean, it really don't matter at the end of the day. Second quarter now, we're up 7-3 on 1st and 10, running a play action, and I'm on a route to the left side, and he's getting it right to me. I'm making the guy miss and finally getting tackled. But eventually they start slowing us down a little bit. Got us to 3rd and 10, so we got to put this ball in the air again, and he's scrambling outside and ran backwards, got sacked for a lot of yards. And so now with about only a minute left here in the first half, it's 3rd and 2, and I'm running this ball, picking up the first down, bounce to the outside, and I am going for even more yards, and they're lucky they had safeties out there on some pretty good angles, because that should have been a touchdown. But we end up wasting a good amount of time now. Just less than 20 seconds left. We're in the red zone on 3rd and 6, and of course this drive was ended by a Joe interception that not only was a pick, it was a pick 6. And look, as fast as I am, I didn't have the best angle, so I wasn't able to catch up to him. Yeah, it went for 6, 87-yard pick 6. And now we're really fighting from behind. We gotta score on this drive, or they might score on theirs, and it's really gonna be over with. But look, I'm fighting for everything. I'm fighting for every single yard, because I'm still trying to win. So at this point, just keep handing the ball over to me, and y'all know what's gonna happen. Again, look at this speed, and I'm going for a touchdown. We need to stop by our defense, and we're gonna be good. And we actually did end up getting that stop that we needed. And I'm out here on the punt return, end up breaking the tackle, and I'm going out to the outside, just hoping nobody gets my legs. And somebody got me, but hey, I got us a good amount of yards though. And once again, we're on 3rd down. We got to pick this up, and he actually does a great dot for the first down to keep this drive going. Now we're all the way basically at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, run to the outside on the left side, and I'm trucking the dude and getting tackled out of bounds. Almost had it though. I'm going to get that either way it goes. 2nd and goal, and I'm diving in for that touchdown. Let's go. We taking the lead. In which they took right back by getting a field goal. But look, with a minute left in this game, we have time. We at least get a field goal and we win this game. That's really all we need. But man, Joe. And it went for 6. That's actually crazy. And well, as y'all can see, we lose this game 30-21. I mean, this was a game that we really could have won. Like, all we needed to do was get down the field, kick a field goal, but we lose. And I still get player of the game even though we lost. And that makes sense. This dude Joe threw 3 interceptions in our last game. I mean, I don't know what college is going to look at him, but I mean, look, for me, I know I got some good things ahead for me, so we're going to see what ends up happening. But with the season being over with now, we end up finishing 10th. We were neutral this season, which is bad. But for me, look, I did my thing. Won the best running back award, you know what I'm saying? Went crazy, you feel me? And man, just looking at the stats of my teammates, like Joe threw more picks than he did touchdowns, 1,500 yards. Like receiving wise, I led the team with only 33 a game. Like, I don't know what Joe was doing, but he wasn't playing. And look, rushing wise, I ended up leading in rushing yards and touchdowns. You feel me? I had some crazy games to end off this year. Like, and then I even started getting back into the, the return game a little bit. But now it's time. I done got a lot of scholarship offers because of my JUCO year, and I already know what school I want to go to. So where y'all think I'm gonna go?